first YouTube video for our new channel, where we will be talking about college experiences and college tips.
If you want to see anything, you can always request. The purpose of this is just to make anybody's day, or just so you can watch or just laugh or just entertain you all. But if you ever need anything,
if you have any questions, just ask us. Like, we have different perspectives, so we have different answers for you.
Yeah, we are very different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm Karina.
And I'm Diana.
And I'm Christy.
This is going to be our Q&A video. So, yeah, we're going to start off with some questions that we asked all of our followers to ask us.
Also, in the description box below, we're going to have a list of the times when we answered the question. That way, if you ask the question and you want to skip to it and see it, you can do that. So if any of these questions are only like specifically targeted towards one of us, we're probably not going to answer them, just because we want everybody
to be able to answer.
Yeah, to be able to answer. The first one on here is de donde son. I was born in Mexico in a little town called Chucandiro in the state of Michoacan, and then I moved to Porterville, California.
Yeah, I'm from Pasadena. I've been there most of my life. We moved there when I was 2 years old. And
where were you born?
I was born in Los Angeles, in Huntington Hospital. And when I was a little baby, we lived in El Monte for a little bit.
I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and yeah, was born and grew up there. And I haven't moved until I moved into my dorm here at UCLA.
When are you getting married?
Ooh.
Am I allowed to answer?
Yeah, go for it.
No, I was gonna probably say this. Okay,
Hi, Mom.
So I have plans, obviously, for marriage. That's just me, my personal preference. I haven't set the month yet, but it's gonna be next year, 2019. So we're already gonna start looking into that. It's getting real, but yeah, I'm super excited. Okay.
I'm not 100% sure whether I want to get married or not. That's been a question for me and my boyfriend, and we're really happy. We're more leaning towards not getting married, because I feel like we don't need to, and we're still happy. Like, nothing against people getting married, but we're in a good place, and I like where we're at.
Actually, Christy, she says that marriage is the last legal form of slavery. So yeah, that's her view. I mean, I personally, I don't know if I meet the right person. Like, right now I'm single, so it's fine. Like, I haven't really thought about that.
What are you studying for? I'm an economics major, and I'm minoring in accounting. So my career, like, I want to be an accountant.
I'm studying political science and international development studies. So I'm leaning towards going to law school, but still open to many things.
My major is sociology with a double minor in education studies and Chicanx studies. I have a lot of goals on my mind. Right after this, I'm thinking about going to grad school and then become a high school counselor. I used to want to do teaching, but I've done a lot of internships, and I feel like I would make more impact the way I am through counseling, and I want to start off there, and then depending on how I like it or whatever, maybe I'll move up or just move on to something different.
What are some things people misunderstand about you? That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
I feel like there's a lot of misunderstandings about me. But one of the biggest ones is that, like, I usually come off as a serious person, serious and quiet. So I think people just automatically think that, like, that's how I always am. That's something probably on my own part too, that I don't immediately show, like, my fun side. So I think
for all of us and for every individual out there, like, if you're judged or there's rumors about you or stuff like that, people already have a perspective on you. But other than, like, more just a general, like, if you don't know me and you just see me, I think some people have been like, oh, I think you're, like, stuck up or something because I look stuck up. But I'm not stuck up. I am actually really friendly and nice. So if you ever want to talk to me, like, I'm totally open for that.
Yeah, for me, it depends on the person, honestly, like, how they see me. It's different for everybody. Like, for example, in high school, people saw me as a shy girl, and I was. And it's not, like, entirely their fault for just, like, people shouldn't judge, but it's also on me, because I also have a hard time opening up and sharing who I really am. And, like, luckily, I've had great roommates, and I've shared who I am, and I really love them. They've seen my weird side. Like, I'm really weird. Like, a lot of people don't get that I'm a weirdo.
If you have me on Snapchat, sometimes randomly she'll do crazy stuff. Unfortunately, I'll capture it.
You'll see on her Snap, definitely. Yeah, so mostly, like, people see me as, again, like, serious, but honestly, I'm a weirdo.
How many kids do you each want to have, and why? I personally would want to have 4 children, just because in my family currently I have 3 other siblings, and I feel like that's a good number. I've just always wanted 4 children for some reason, but just as long as they're healthy and that I'm able to provide like a good home for them and everything, that's what matters more.
For me, I'm thinking 3. Like in my family, it's only me, my brother, and it's just 2, and I feel like that's not enough. So like sometimes if one of us is like doing something else, the other one gets lonely, and that way we have another person, like just in case, a backup. I guess.
Backup.
Yeah, and I also don't want too many because I've seen, like for example, my mom, like she has a really big family, like there's 17 in total, and I've seen how that could be negative on the children because they don't. Like, the parents can't really focus on each child because there's so many. So I don't want too many. Like, I think 3 is a good number.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I were to have some, it would be, like, 3 or 4. Yeah, like, pretty much the same reasons why, like, I want them to, like, grow up together. Because I also only have 1 sibling. And, yes, like, it's great. But, yeah, I feel like more would be better.
Yeah,
bigger family.
What are the ages? I'm 21. I just turned 21 in December.
Oh, I'm 20. I'm almost 21.
In March.
Yeah,
so
March.
I'm 21, going to 22 in February next month.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The next question says, how many instruments do you play? I think, like, the main ones that I do know how to play is guitar and violin.
Oh, guitar.
Yeah, but...
I didn't know, actually.
yeah. Yeah, but violin's, like, my main instrument.
I don't play any instruments, but one time there was like this little piano app, and I like to play that one.
When I was younger, I learned the piano, but like not the keys or like the actual notes. It was a light up piano, so I would copy the fingers, and I learned like Fleur de Lis by Beethoven. That's the only song I memorized. When I was young, I got a violin. I wanted to join. I don't know why, and I learned just the basics, like Mary Had a Little Lamb, and in 3rd grade we had to learn the flute.
So hopefully we can convince Gadi to play the violin.
Yeah.
I've never seen her play.
I've only seen her in like concert. Like she doesn't play for us individually. It has to be when she's performing, and she's really good.
Yeah. So maybe for a concert or something we'll go.
Yeah.
If she doesn't want to come to our channel. What do you do in college, and is it hard? In college, you can do so many things. I am in a couple clubs. I try to eat healthier when I'm here, and I go to the gym. I usually, like, I'll start off strong and then I'll start going lower, but right now I've been pretty good.
Yeah, you've been
consistent.
Honestly.
This quarter, I think. God.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I go out, I explore, party here and there, but yeah. Oh, and is it hard? It can be really difficult. I've had times where, like, I've had, like, mental breakdowns, and, like, it has been really tough, but I've learned myself and how I can study best and everything. So my first year in college was actually super easy for me. It was easier than high school just because back at home, I had other responsibilities other than my clubs in school. Like, I also had to go work in the fields on the weekends, or I had to help, like around the house and stuff. So, and then here, like, nobody tells you what to do. So I feel like here I had more time, and I also don't have class every day. I think just learning how to manage time, but it is really difficult. And one thing about this school that gets me, it's like competition, especially when I was trying to do the math major. It's super, super competitive, and there are some people that just don't want to help you. But that's where I feel like I had the most struggling. But now that I find something that I enjoy and have passion for, like, it's still difficult at times.
I think it's easier if I talk about this quarter right now, like, because it's different for every quarter. This quarter, I was lucky enough to have classes only on 2 days, Tuesday and Thursday, and you would think that I have so much free time, but that's not true. Like, the days that I'm not going to class, I have work. I work a couple, like 10 hours a week, not too much, but I have a lot of reading, a lot of homework. And like Diana, I try to go to the gym. This past week, I haven't had a lot of time because I had a flu, and I'm just getting over that. I also eat healthier here. Like, I'm so blessed. Like, I feel so grateful for the food here. Because at home, like, it's harder to have, like, eat healthy. It's more expensive. And here, like, we go to B Plate, which is, like, a very healthy dining hall. And we try to go there all the time. I have some clubs that I'm involved in. Karina was actually the one who introduced me to some of them. And because we're both interested in business. So they're business-related clubs. I'm trying to do soccer, but there hasn't been a lot of time for that. I've done it in the past. Like, we have intramural soccer in the winter quarter, and I've done it in the past 2 years. This year we'll see how it goes. If I have time, then yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, pretty much the same as the girls. School is a big part, obviously, and work. I work too, and yeah, I'm involved in several clubs, so I feel like that is very time-consuming. But I mean, at first I felt overwhelmed with everything, but honestly, like, once you get, like, a schedule and
Yeah.
you time manage everything. Like it's so much easier. And I like go out with my friends,
yeah,
my
I forgot to say
roommates,
that.
yeah, and like friends, and like go out to like just explore, honestly, and then just even going to eat together is always fun.
What's a relationship deal breaker for you guys? I think they have to have a sense of humor. Like, I want to be happy in the relationship and laugh, and like to. So I would say that if they don't have a sense of humor,
I think someone who's not open-minded, because if they weren't, they would be like so stubborn in their ways and
definitely
wouldn't like be open to like discuss about issue
like come to a compromise or anything.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like someone who's open-minded and willing to listen and work together.
Mine, there's a lot because I think I'm really picky when it comes to
and that's good.
relationships.
Honestly, that's a good thing.
Aside from like the most common ones like cheating, if the person is very manipulative and controlling, and just like playing with my mind, like I wouldn't be able to stand. Like if they're bringing problems into my life, then I'm like,
you don't need that.
I'm better on my own. So
yeah, I agree with what they said. Also,
yeah,
that's obviously like a deal breaker for me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is the next question. It says, "You three are so brave. I wanted to make a YouTube channel, but I am shy and scared because of the rude comments. My question is, how are you so brave?" That's so sweet. Honestly, it was really nerve-wracking. Like when we were discussing it at first, we're like, yeah, we're all in. And then like once it like got closer to start filming and everything, I think we all started getting like really nervous and like started thinking like, oh, like what are people gonna say or whatever. Because it's obviously like a natural
it's natural fear.
The natural fear, exactly. I personally try to like tell myself, you know, if people don't like who I am, like that's fine. Like I have people in my life who do love me, and you love me for who I am. So I think that's what's important.
Definitely.
Going off of that, people are gonna judge no matter what, and I know that's so like basic. Everybody says.
That's
but
true.
Also, if somebody has something negative to say about you, that's their own issue that they have within themselves. If they're leaving hate comments, mean comments, rude comments, like, ignore that because they're unhappy with themselves and with their lives. And they might not even know. Hurt people hurt people.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So people who are hurt tend to hurt others without knowing. Sometimes they don't even know that they are hurt themselves. And that's just the way they actually do it. So, I mean, I'm just like, you know, that's that.
Yeah, for me, I was also really nervous about it. I think I was more nervous earlier because I would think so much, and that's what makes me nervous, like thinking about it, constantly thinking. Like I psych myself out, and something that made me more calm was just forgetting about it and like just doing this. Like I have to do it, just do it. And also, like that was a fear about the hate comments and everything. And but that's always gonna happen. Like no matter, even not in a YouTube channel, like. People are always going to hate on you no matter what. And maybe you don't hear it, but, like, you don't need those people in your life. Like, I don't want people who are hating to be in my life. Like, I'm happy with my life. And I have friends who love me, and those are the people I want in my life. So I'm not going to let those other people bother me because I know who I am. I love myself.
What is a random or weird habit of yours? And some of these questions, like, they would pop up, and I would just read them, and I would think about them. This was one of the ones that I was like, oh, like, what is? So I already thought about it.
We were thinking about
that. And I know what mine is. Everything has to end in A. So, like, my codes have to end in A. My alarm always has to end in A. Like, 8:48. I can't do 50, and, like, sometimes it bugs me, like, when I go to work, and to complete the hour that I'm doing or whatever.
Oh, my God.
It has to end in A.
I think people have this too, like it's a common weird thing, I guess. Like when you blow your nose, I always look at like my notebooks. Like also for like health reasons, because I learned like from my brother when I was little, we learned that if it's green, like you're sick, there's an infected virus, but if it's clear, it's allergies. So that's another reason why I do it. And another thing that you guys maybe will find out later, or if you follow Diana on Snap, is that I always wear my pajamas. Like you don't know what I'm wearing
right now.
I always have these on. Like I literally I have class or I come back to my room, I just change. I don't care. I go to dinner in these or breakfast. Like I always have these on.
My weird thing, I count colors. And
yes, I was hoping you'd say that. Like, that is something crazy.
That's cool.
Like cool.
Like when I meet someone, like I'm just like counting. I'm like, oh, like okay, their shirt's white and their pants are blue, and like it's just like I count everything.
When she first told me, I was like, did you count by colors? And she's like, yeah, you have 5. And I was like, dang.
Karina said she was stressed out because Diana has like a lot of colors on her desk, and that would give her a headache.
Yeah, and over the winter break, I bought color markers, and I actually flipped it because I didn't want her to get like a headache.
So sweet.
So yeah, so it's flipped, so not just one whole color there.
Yeah.
It said, "Hey girls, I want to tell you all seem nice, but are you?"
Oh, that is a question.
Wait, are you what though?
But are you nice?
Oh, are we
Are
nice?
you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to say that I am nice. I'm considerate of others. Like I learned a lot about myself from living with these two. Like I love them.
These
two
two.
girls. Like for example, Karina comments on, "Oh, but you should think about this." Like it makes me think. I wouldn't have thought of that. Like I have to be more considerate sometimes, and sometimes I forget. Like, oh, maybe this person would have a problem or something like that. But I think I think a lot about what other people feel. And yeah, I think I am a nice person.
Yeah, I do notice a difference from like first year. She was more like blunt, and she's still like super straight
Yeah.
up.
That's how I am.
And it would hurt others, you know.
And I didn't realize.
Yeah, but
So-
she's worked on it. But she is really
really
nice, like
improved.
down to earth.
Yeah,
She's really,
like
really
I'm honest. If they ask
Yeah.
me an opinion, like I'll tell them the truth. If you say, "Does this look ugly?" I'm gonna tell you the truth because then that will help you in the long run. You know.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to lie.
They wouldn't go out
I
there
think it's
looking
helpful to
ugly
be
or whatever.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would say I'm a pretty nice person. But people tell me I am. So I usually try to like think of what my actions and what I say affects others. And yeah, maybe like I've heard people like, but it's never on purpose.
Yeah.
I am nice. I feel like a lot of people always
Yeah.
say like, "You're so nice, you're so nice." I'm like, I am nice, but like I am really nice. And maybe some people might be like, oh, "You're too nice that you seem fake." Like you seem like you're, but I am really nice. And
I think
feel
it's
like
hard for people to believe that someone is
Yeah.
that nice.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one example for you guys that I think is so sweet. Like when I was very sick, I think first or second year, Karina, we lived in different buildings. We were not roommates, but she came all the way to my room and she brought me food, and that was so sweet. Like she took care of me, and like I love how Diana, she's always helping others. Like, and she's really trustworthy. Like she won't tell you their secrets. She's honestly a really good person to tell like your problems about. Like she will really listen to you.
Yeah. Have you ever blocked? I'm guessing they mean have I ever blocked anybody? Like I don't know, social media or something. I mean, yeah, if it's like very like obscene things, you know, and if they're actually like being inappropriate and rude.
Make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I think thankfully it hasn't happened too often.
I've blocked so many people. Like, if you go on my Snapchat, I have a lot of people blocked on Facebook, on Instagram, just because there is a lot of people out there that are kind of like really, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm like, you know what, I can't have you seeing my stuff. I do block a lot of people very often just because I'm like, I don't need them in my life and I don't need them to be seeing me or like whatever I post. So if you're blocked and you're watching this, there's something that you did.
For me, it's not that often, but yeah, if it's someone who I don't need in my life, like they've hurt me and like I'm just done with that person and they're trying to follow me, then yeah, I'll block them.
Who would you say is the shy roommates from all the most outgoing one, and do you guys mind sharing your major and why you chose it? Well, this is kind of hard to say, but like the most shy one.
It depends on the situation, honestly.
Yeah,
like with you guys, I'm not, but I could be shy at times with other people. Like, yeah, just
it really depends. I think we're all shy in like some aspects.
Yeah. The most outgoing, we're all outgoing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like in our own ways, I think that's why people love to come over when they come over and sleep over. Sometimes when I go to the dining hall and I just want to vent to somebody like in person and just you know, and a lot of times it's been happening lately. Like Gabby will be there and I'm like, oh my god, and I just go like freaking hug her and scare her. Because she's really outgoing. I don't mind sharing my major. My major is sociology. I chose it because I took a sociology class. I didn't really like the professor, but I love the class, and that's how I knew. I was like, okay, I'm into sociology. Now that I'm taking it, right now I'm taking 3 classes in sociology, and I really, really love them, and it opens so many doors for you. I feel whole now that I'm taking sociology.
I'm an economics major and accounting minor. Going into college, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Like, I had thought maybe physical therapist because I'm into sports, but then my dad convinced me otherwise, and he had like good reasons, and then he actually pushed me towards econ and like business related, and honestly I didn't know what I was getting into, but when I started taking the classes, I actually really enjoyed it. So God bless my dad, like thank you, he pushed me in the right direction. It doesn't always work out that way, but this time I was lucky that it did.
Coming into college, I didn't know what to do either, but like my mindset was just like I gotta like help my family get out of like, you know, our economic situation. So I was just thinking like my mentality was just make money like after you graduate. So that's like the most important thing. And so yeah, I started off as business, economics as well. But yeah, I mean, I ended up finding my way towards political science. and it really intrigued me because it's just very interesting how like the government works. And I know it's like everyone has their views on it and everything, but it's very interesting, like our interactions with other countries and everything. And I mean, I eventually want to work like in I don't know, like doing something internationally, like trying to help the.
Off of that as well, like sociology has really taught me a lot about like some shady stuff that goes on, like things that teachers are literally in high school are restricted to talk about, and here the professors are so open and they tell you all these things, and like it's so mind opening. And I wish everybody could take the class that I've taken, because they're like, what, like it. They're really interesting.
And we learn so much, like even though we're not in that major, we always share what we're learning. How do you stay in shape? How tall are you, and how much do you weigh? Well, for me, like I try to go to the gym, as I said earlier. I try to go consistently, but as I said, like it's been hard because I was sick. Right now my height, I'm 5'4". My weight, so for me, like a problem that I've had is to gain weight, which is kind of weird. I guess some people don't have that problem. And like when I started college, I was 112 pounds, which is almost underweight for my height. So like it was harder for me to like gain weight at home, because obviously we didn't have a lot of food, like healthy food options, and here it's been a lot easier. So I've been able to gain, right now I'm 123, thank God. So I've gained a good amount of pounds, like in muscle and everything, and I'm still, my goal right now is 130.
Coming into college, I was more fit because like in high school I was very active in like sports and stuff. And then freshman 15 were like really real for me. And then so yeah, like it's always been like from there, like it's just I was just too busy with other things. I mean, that's an excuse obviously, but
it's real.
Like
it's
like yeah, it's been difficult trying to like maintain like a routine to go to the gym and like healthy lifestyle. Cause sometimes like it's just you have to do stuff on the go, and like sometimes like the healthier options are like less accessible, I would say. But yeah, I'm 5'2".
I'm not where I want to be for myself at all. So I don't consider myself like, oh, I'm fit. How tall am I? I am so short. And everybody tells me, like, they'll tell my sisters, oh my gosh, I thought your sister was taller, or stuff like that. Because honestly, people think that I'm tall and stuff. No. So I'm 4'11" and a half, so okay? I always have to add that half because it matters. I haven't weighed myself in like, I don't know, 2-3 months. I don't base my progress off weight. I base it off of how like I look usually, and how I feel, like how my body feels as well. So, but I probably weigh like around 115.
What have you learned about all three, each one? So I think what they're asking is for like, what have you learned about each other? I've learned a lot from both of them. They're both like really amazing people, so I feel like we help each other grow. With Diana, like she's very caring, very like patient with everybody. Like I don't know, you just have that aura. I don't know, it's very sweet.
Spiritual.
And Christy, she's definitely like really straight up, you know, and like I think that's very important in like any type of relationship, because it helps avoid like future conflict. And yeah, I definitely like learn to be more upfront about things.
I think the biggest thing I've learned from Gary, or that I also admire, is that she's down to just go, and like I've learned that there's so many opportunities out here. Like she's been to many places. She's just really inspired me to just get out of my comfort zone and like go and apply to do different things, try new things. And she's safe. Like I used to be very like concerned about like, oh my gosh, what if this happens? And she's more like, you know what, just let it happen. And I love that. From Kirsty, I've really learned to be more like careful with my like money. Like again, she's about money. She's really helped me to look out for things, and it really comes a long way. So if you ever need like in the future an accountant, she's gonna help you with your budget. So I'm really excited for like wedding planning and stuff too.
I'm
she's
excited
gonna come
too.
in handy.
I'm excited. Yeah. Oh, for me, like I'm similar to what Diana said about Karina. Like I am so inspired by how she always gets out of her comfort zone, and she does so much. Like she's so brave. Yeah. She's so independent. Like she went to the Women's March by herself, like, just because she really wanted to go. And that to me is so inspirational. Like I wish, like for me, I would be afraid to go by myself without knowing anyone. But she was so brave, and because of Karina, I was motivated and inspired to apply to these summer programs, the leadership programs, and I got into 2 of them. And I feel like without Karina, I wouldn't have done that. Diana también, like, she's very patient and so kind. And I never met someone that kind. Like, it's hard for me to believe. But there are people like that who don't really judge and are so patient. And that's honestly very inspirational to me. Thank you so much for watching our channel.
Yeah, thank you
If this was long, we're sorry about that.
Yeah, if you want to see more of us, be sure to subscribe.